Crazy Chef, 1, 2, 3, hit that like button. I guess you like the video. I guess you like the vibe. That's why you're here. So today we're making Jamaican cocoa bread, and I think I did a fantastic job. I'm gonna leave a recipe in the description below. And if you're a fan of cocoa bread, this is the video, this is the recipe for you. So in my bowl, I put 4 cups of baking flour. I put 2 thick packages or 2 teaspoons, whatever the vibe is, of dry active yeast. A little bit of salt, sugar, and some coconut milk. Yes, I said it, I put coconut milk. So I put a cup of coconut milk, and I think we're gonna have to put some more, but I start with a cup, and we're gonna just knead that in, and then we're gonna put another, I wanna say, quarter of a cup. But you just don't wanna, I start with 2 cups, but I don't just dump it in there. I put a cup first, then see how it goes, and then I don't have a mixer. I haven't invested in a mixer yet, so I'm using my hand to knead my dough, kind of like what most of you at home is doing right now. Because if you're watching this video, you probably haven't invested in a one of those big table mixer. I have a little mixer, but I don't have a table mixer. So take it from the bowl, right? As soon as like that, take it from the bowl and just use the palm of your hands to knead the dough. What happened is you're now stretching the gluten. So you stretch the gluten and you work the yeast. That's why you knead the dough. Then we make it in a ball. So we make it in a ball, put it back in our bowl, cover with preferably a damp cloth, and we leave it to proof in a warm part of your house until it's double the size. Then we take it back out, and we take a tablespoon of butter, and we knead that in again. So the kneading process is very good for the dough. It stretches the gluten, it works the yeast, it's good for the bread. So we do that, we knead it up, and we're gonna put it back in a ball eventually, and we're gonna proof again. So we knead our dough, and I said, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. You know, you support the channel. Best way to support the channel is just hit that like button. If it's your first time here, hit that red subscribe button. So this is our dough. It takes a while because what's gonna happen is the butter, and I'm using unsalted butter. You can use salted butter. Salted butter is good, but I just like to use unsalted butter. So make a ball, put it back in the bowl. So put it back in our bowl, cover, and proof again, twice the size. Then take it out. So this time we don't take it from the bowl. We put 1 egg and we knead. You might have to dust it with a little bit of flour, but don't put too much. If you have to dust it with some flour, dust it with some flour. It's okay. And then we do that. As soon as all the egg is back in and you have a nice ball again, cover. And then what we're gonna do, twice the size, we're gonna cut it, we're gonna roll, and you'll see we're gonna use more melted butter. So we're gonna use more melted butter to butter our breads. So we cut, we make our little balls. You can make them whatever size. Don't worry about my size. You can make them whatever size you want. Just the key is to just roll it out like this. That's the most important part. To do the butter, and then more butter, and then fold again. That's pretty much all you need to know for that. You want it to look like that. That's how when you get your cocoa bread, it opens, is because you put that butter right there. So roll it just like that. I think I need some flour on my rolling pin. My rolling pin's too dry. But roll it just like that. And then, as I said, my rolling pin's acting up. But don't mind me. Don't mind me. I just don't want to put a lot of flour on my board. Make a mess in my kitchen. I hate to clean. So you don't want to make a lot of mess if you're a lazy person. I'm a lazy type of guy. I just want to make as little mess as possible so I can do as little cleaning as possible. That's my goal. So butter, fold, and butter again. And that's the vibe. So what we're gonna do now, you're gonna proof these. You're gonna proof these for until they're like twice the size. You have to. The proofing is just, you have to proof it twice the size. So you proof it, warm place in your house, comes out like this, and soon as you want to put some more butter, it's a lot of butter. That's why it's so good, the cocoa bread. It's a lot of butter. The butter just makes it so good. So brush it with some butter. And then we're gonna bake. And you'll see when we bake them, we also brush it with more butter. It's a lot of butter. So when we bake them, we still brush it with more butter. It's just butter all the way. But as I said, if it's your first time here, hit that red subscribe button. If you haven't hit that like button as yet, hit that like button. Bread goes in. Butter again. See? More butter. It's just good for it with the butter. The butter makes it. Because if you know, when you buy a cocoa bread, it has that crusty outside, but it's just soft and amazing on the inside. That's why. Because they put all that butter. It just makes it so good. But anyway, butter, bread in, again, bread in, and now they're perfect. Now they're awesome. But the vibe, more butter. Yes, that's it, more butter. Always with that butter, makes it so good. But anyway, hit that like button. If it's your first time here, red subscribe button. Crazy Chef cocoa bread. Love it. Look at that. Love it. Look how amazing that looks. That looks like you went to the Jamaican store. Love it. I poked that one, the middle one. See my finger? I poked the middle one.